Knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, plenty of those 26 wins coming by. Please welcome the highly ranked former champion of the world, IBF Super Bantamweight, Jay the Power Doheny. And his opponent across the ring in this main event. He is tonight out of the blue corner with head is the defending world champion, but trainer Paul Stevenson. He officially at 8 stone 13 pounds. Comes to the ring wearing black with silver and weighed in oats. Hailing from right here, Liverpool undefeated with 20 wins. Liverpool, England. He is up 1 draw, 12 of those 20 wins in his second world title defense. Here is coming by way of knockout. Tonight is the fearless, relentless, featherweight champion of those reigning and defending WBA world, Nick the Red
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good clean fight, okay? Most of all, then to defend yourselves at all.
Final words from referee Michael Alexander. So Nick Ball
times, okay? Two squads, keep it clean.
He's ready for the second defence of his WBA featherweight title. You'd expecting here. As for TJ Doheny, 6 months in his home city of Liverpool, with the kind of atmosphere after facing the outstanding Inoue, he's dead 38. Just one thing to say, Richie. 3 down in weight and fighting for a world title again at the age to the scales yesterday for Doheny. Any concern?
3 attempts to make the weight, so yeah, there's a little bit of concern. Yeah, certainly, you know, it took him 3 age 38, probably his last chance to become a world champion again. So this month, but like Carl said, he's very tricky, very experienced for Ball to actually get to him, and been beaten by good fighters, so he could be a tricky opponent. Henny, you know, he's got decent boxing skills, and there's only been for Ball.
Nick Ball in the black trunks, 5 card in Riyadh last June, defended it here against Ronnie Rios in there, won the title against Ray Ford in the 5v5 last October, and puts his belt on the line again tonight. 7 rounds with Inoue last September in night against the former super bantamweight world champion who last in Tokyo. Doheny is the taller man, but everybody's size give you any kind of false. He seems to be the taller man when they're in there with Nick Ball. Don't let the assumption about the world champion who's in there.
Goes to show the quality of Doheny as well.
He's absolutely relentless.
Not just to go 7 rounds with Inoue. What we can expect from Nick Ball is, who obviously is a brilliant fighter, but he gets him very, very quickly, doesn't he? He goes from long range forward, but he does it with a lot of speed, does Nick Ball. Fast feet in, and Doheny will be trying to catch him as he comes ball. And it'd be interesting to see if he can. They've been stepping on each other's toes. Always that seems to be a battle with the front feet here. I've noticed a couple of times they've been clashing, to be the case with an orthodox and southpaw situation.
TJ Doheny is visibly the bigger man. He's got some power as well. Of his 26 wins, 20 of them. The weigh-in was heated yesterday. Stoppages. He's been beaten 5 times, but he's mixed in good. And I think the early rounds here are going to be fascinating. Nick Ball fight, but whether Doheny can give him enough to think about early on, the kind of man that can wear you down over the duration of the is going to be fascinating.
Yeah, and again, Flex, ring position's going to be crucial for both boxers. Got to stay off the ropes, try and stay in the centre of the ring. Ball comes forward, but Nick Ball has got a great habit of pushing the opponent and avoid these attacks as Nick Ball back. But that's decent from Doheny there.
They've got the left-footed, determined customer. The first time he really leapt to everybody down through the Nick Ball guard, but Paul's his attention was that real up and downer against Isaac Lowe on the Tyson. Then he's been on this huge upward trajectory. Frank Warren thinks here Dillian Whyte undercard at Wembley and sings the world of him. And he really has made a mark at Will, and so many have come out to see him. World level. Defending tonight in his home city of Liverpool.
Well,
Hang on a second. Well, we need to take a look at this because it's just kicked off in the corner. I'm not sure whether a kick wasn't aimed at Doheny. Well, he sat back down on the stool now. Let's have another look at this, Richie, at the end, just as he started to flare up.
That's Whyte. Ball, yeah, oh, that's naughty, isn't it? Yeah, he's just holding on to him a little bit too long there. But just frustrated because he knows that Doheny just swiped out the referee. Yeah, that was interesting, holding him. And then he's in Fletch.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at that from both sides, from the backside. So Michael Alexander starts ahead, he's got to let go of him, and then for a second, Nick Ball can't kick him up, but it's going to speak to both of them. Good referee in both sides.
I actually thought it was Doheny's around. He boxed sensible. Yeah, I agree, Fletch. Yeah, definitely. He just made it a frustrating sort of round.
Interestingly, Doheny started talking to Nick Ball here at the start.
For Ball, who couldn't get to him.
Start of the second round. There's certainly mind games being played in there to cut out the verbals at this stage. Nick Ball. And Michael Alexander's telling the Irishman he's looking to get a hold of him.
I think we're going to see a lot from the referee here, Fletch. Again, Doheny just trying to keep. Nick Ball's got to aim to push his opponent back, like I said, get him up the space and distance between himself and Nick Ball onto those ropes, make his feet come square, then he'd be more vulnerable.
Hostilities have resumed again early on here. Started to spill over at the weigh-in yesterday, and those BA featherweight title on the line. Laying on his opponent's chest while he's on the ropes, and he hammers away. And Nick Ball does so much of his work when he's late. He's such a difficult man to keep off you. That's the
his jab here, I think, Nick Ball, and to push Doheny back.
Task here in the early stages for Doheny.
Yeah, he'll have to double up.
One thing you would say, Richie, when you look at the age of Doheny, 38, you wonder how much is left, and then you think about the experience and everything you wonder how much of that he can take into this fight tonight against Ball. Earned over a long career at a very high level, and
he's an experienced man, and he's a Doheny. But you're quite right, how much has he got left? Tricky fighter, former world champion, so, you know, he's quality. And Nick Ball now just showing signs that, yeah,
he loads 2 or 3 body shots and 1 to the head. There's a lot of gamesmanship
backing him up again.
He's certainly trying to get under Ball's skin. Any ownership going on in there from Doheny in the early stages. Little continues to talk to Nick Ball, the challenger. Wink from Nick Ball. Ball catches him there with a short left. He was just slightly off balance there. Is the crowd okay? 20 seconds to go in the
nice work just with that single
second round.
Good jab there from Nick Ball.
That long right hand, final 10 seconds. Ball chasing, he'll chase. Just falling short all night. He's relentless. Bell. And there's the
right hand goes to the body. Don't worry about your overhand just yet. Go for your bang bang. With the body. Face starts to win and everything else. Defense is a little bit.
Paul Stevenson in the Nick Ball corner. This is Hector Bermudez. Angle team so far, defeat for Brad Stranding. It's been a mixed night tonight for the Everton Red Triangle. Controversial circumstances, split decision win for Andrew Kane and the title against TJ Doheny. One thing he just now, Nick Ball representing the gym in there and defending his world. Has to make sure of Nick Ball is he doesn't get caught early. Doheny's question in my mind is against a pressure fighter like Ball. He's got 12 wins inside the first 3 rounds. I think the big, how long can Doheny go and keep up his levels?
Just to slow things down, Fletch, you know, because well, I think what's key for Doheny is to his age and with the southpaw style, as Nick Ball has picked up on that. He started this round a bit quick as well. He prefer a slower pace sort of contest, and I think quicker, throwing more shots. So if DJ, then I think that would suit him. Doheny can just slow things down.
The shot from Doheny, that was an area that Paul Stevenson said he wanted Nick Ball to think about a bit more in this round. Arena, this is the man that the majority of the crowd have come to see tonight. All the attention focused on this ring inside the M&S. The featherweight world champion Nick Ball representing the city of
Not a lot getting home though, Fletch. Ball keeping that going.
Liverpool. Decent combination though there from Doheny.
Guard nice and high.
There's pressure that Ball likes to put on you. I mean, the one thing you do know, there's that relentless. This fight develops, he's going to be laying on the chest of Doheny and firing away for long sequences.
Just started to get his gut, so he's just upped the tempo slightly in this.
Jab going a little bit more in this round, Nick Ball.
Throwing more punches, isn't he, round, and that's suiting him a little bit better. Like I said, he's very good with his jab. Doheny rather than keeping that gap and space. And that's what he's got to
success. Ball from a very low crouching position.
That's not too bad from him there.
Yeah, both of them having. He's not quite as comfortable in this round, Doheny, more like the kind of fight that Nick Ball wants to have, and he tried to dig as he was in the first and the second, with Ball a lot closer. This is more that uppercut in there. Doheny on the move, maybe
from Ball.
He's just starting to feel it from the champion.
Yeah, quicker pace, you see. It's just putting Doheny under a little bit more pressure.
Doheny throwing shots, but most of them landing on the arms of Ball, but he comes back with a right hand and makes him pay. Out into it right at the end of the round, and that's the best round so far for Nick Ball.
Take a walk, take a run. You don't have to meet his outputs. Right? Take a walk, right? You don't have to be that. You don't have to meet his output, but I need you to close strong. I need him in the last 30 seconds. I need you to break his high guard. You're gonna break his high guard. I go 3-punch combination. Once you're punching him off with 2 shots, and that third one, you concentrate on that one. Punch back.
Just seemed like he needed that. Be dangerous though. Suffered a back injury in the Inoue fight. Just felt that shot on the top of his head. They can offer, which hastened the ending. Doheny, who's 10 years old in 2013, didn't box for 3 years until he walked older than Nick Ball. Ball's a fascinating story. At his last amateur fight into the Everton Red Triangle gym, he'd been plastering with his dad and defending the featherweight championship of the world.
Incredible.
Here he is, 11 years later, with Paul Stevenson in his corner.
Journey, story, and just such an explosive and exciting fighter, isn't he? Nick Ball experimenting here now, and against a very cagey opponent now.
Doheny As Nick Ball starts to raise the better from him. Yeah, he's starting to feel the force of these. Tempo, lift the pressure. Good response from the challenger.
There from Doheny. Yes, excellent work.
Wild swing. Looking to double up that jab from the challenger. Nick Ball well out of range. Doheny just indicating that one might
Shot that he's probably got to use a little bit more. Doheny, that little...
have been low. No interest from Michael Oleksandr.
There's left uppercut, Fletch, on the inside there. As Ball comes full, a boxer, isn't he? Just slowing things down. Forward. Again, cagey. And that's the position he's got to box in there from that centre of the ring to avoid the ropes and the corners. And that's why he's got...
The Ball, who was ringside for the Brad Strand fight earlier, took his time backstage. He watched up on his phone in the changing rooms. He's been nice and relaxed all night. Now Drew Kane on the Discovery. It's time to go to work. Fourth round scheduled for fights down the line for a man who's really making waves at world level. 12, the WBA featherweight title on the line, and big good response off the ropes from Doheny, and Nick Ball just had to take.
Just bringing Nick Ball onto the shots there. Good boxing.
Your breath there.
Yeah, not bad there from Doheny. In from him. Whips the odd shot downstairs as well. The challenger.
30 seconds left in round 4. Ball with Doheny on the ropes. This is where he likes to go to work.